So earlier today, I filmed an entire recap and reaction to the NCIS Season 17 promo. And I essentially wrapped up the video by saying I can't imagine what else they could possibly release. You know, besides from an extended promo. So I've decided to talk about this promo instead, mainly because it has, I think, everything from the first promo plus a million other things. Why not just go through and break this whole thing down scene by scene? We got 2 whole seconds in. Impressive. The whole flashback at the beginning, where it's basically just clips from old episodes, prior to it being released, I was afraid that's what the entire trailer was gonna be. And wow, it's not. It's a great question. It looks like the attack is literally within like the first 60 seconds of the episode, and I kind of like that because it feels like we're just diving right into the thick of it.
There's a woman. Her name is Sahar. She wants me dead, and now
I think this is the biggest difference from the first promo. The fact that it's revealing who is after her. One of the big questions I had was it someone we already met, and the answer appears to be no. It doesn't necessarily cross people off the list. Like, I think this woman could easily still have some kind of connection to Eri, or even, dare I say, Dina. What I think is even more interesting about that is the fact that Ziva does not know who she is either. So there's a shot of this woman earlier, well, I assume it's that woman, and there's a shot of Ziva now in this room, and I don't quite know where it is. Like, I don't think it's the office. It looks very, like, run down. I was wondering a little bit if it could be the farmhouse, but I think they said that was burned to, like, just ash. Maybe it's another office. I truly believe she could have like 40 scattered throughout the globe. Also, it looks like there's like coffee and like a lantern. Like, it looks like there's been some sort of like stakeout, perhaps. So I don't know where this is, or if it's even a place we've seen before. If someone was walking like that towards me, I'd be fearful. Especially in a sewer. Hello. I want to know what happened right before this scene to make Bishop think this was the most appropriate time. Especially to just like lay it all on him like that. Feels like a stressful moment. So it definitely looks like they're at her office or near her office. And I want to know how they ended up there. Literally the opposite of me, where in the finale I leapt out of my chair, I was airborne. I believe this is the scene that they were filming when Wilmer Valderrama posted that Instagram story I was talking about in my other video, in Autopsy, and people were wondering if Ziva was there. I don't think she is now because they're talking about her. But it does look like I'm getting a little bit of the autopsy scene I wanted, so I'll take it. From what I'm gathering, it seems like she tells McGee first, and then they kind of have a team meeting about it. Palmer looks shocked. I don't know if they didn't realize he was under the table. The body. Whose is it? I wonder if it's the person that was attacking Ziva and Gibbs in his basement. I don't know how Gibbs would be like, hey Jimmy, just come pick up this body from my basement. I feel like Jimmy might be like, why? Like, are they still, I feel like I need a magnifying glass. Like, I'm trying to figure out where they are. I feel like Scooby-Doo right now. Anyway.
if you had the chance for one more minute with your daughter, wouldn't you do anything?
I like how Gibbs is like, maybe? I don't know. I love that Tali seems to be so incorporated into the storyline, and just her love for her daughter. I love, 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 love how much their mother-daughter connection seems to be playing a part in this. And just hearing Ziva talk about her daughter for the first time.
How could you not tell us?
I feel like Bishop did what she had to do, and I hope they don't give her a hard time about it. I suspect that they will. And by suspect, I mean there's literal footage of them giving her a hard time about it in this promo. There's shots from what I think we saw in some of the promotional pictures where they're in what definitely appears now to be an office. Again, a lot of weaponry. And I don't know why. It also seems like this woman has a whole crew working with her, which is interesting.
She was a sister to me.
I love hearing him talk about Ziva and their relationship. You know, it echoes that whole thing that Tony was saying in Family First, where He was like, she was a sister to McGee and Abby, and it's This scene is so interesting to me because I really want to know if this is actually part of the same scene where they're seeing each other for the first time again, or if it's just two different scenes edited together and they're both staring at something completely different. And the fact that she tells him to just drive away, I want to know if something was said maybe, or if she's just like, I need to stay focused on the task at hand. So she's blocking the door out of the office, which is really interesting. I also can't tell if that's Adam who she's blocking in, because that's kind of the only person I think it might be. If they're fighting, if they're trying to converse, if it's not safe outside, like there's just a million options and I can't quite narrow it down. It appears that maybe the landlord was in on it, that maybe she knew she was alive, which was something I was wondering about, which raises the question, has she been telling Ziva that Bishop's been coming back? Has Bishop even been slightly more involved in this than we knew? I'm dying to know more about Ziva and the landlord's relationship because they seem very close and I want to know what their contact has been. I don't know how she's doing this. She's a projectile. So Bishop is in the office and it looks like there might be another note on the desk. And it looks like she's wearing the same clothes that she was when she was talking to McGee, which makes me think that maybe she went to the office alone to like investigate, and then McGee snuck up on her or was following her, and then maybe he came in and surprised her and that's why she turns around like that. Also earlier in the promo, Bishop said that the person that Gibbs is with is Ziva, which, you know, implies that they knew that Gibbs was on some kind of secret adventure with someone. So I'm curious to know how that whole thing comes to light, how they find out he's even gone. Again, there's just so much happening in literally every second. This scene right here just emits like mom Ziva energy. I don't know if it's like the cozy sweater she's wearing that has like big mom vibes to me, unless it's just like a normal sweater that I've now like decreed the mom sweater. That I'm pretty sure is Adam in the corner of the screen. It looks like she might be in the office. I'm wondering if this is a flashback because I don't think we've seen anything else of her wearing that sweater. She's also crying, which, oh. So if it's a flashback, it could be like her crying because she just had to send her daughter off. I also want to know if Adam knew she had a daughter at this point. Because if it is a flashback and she's like, hey Adam, I'm upset because I just had to give up my daughter. And he's like, you had to give up your what?
I'm not leaving.
I just love how much they love each other. Like the father-daughter bond in this already seems incredible and I'm so excited to watch it. Speaking of daughters, it sounds like the plan all along has kind of been for Ziva to get this danger out of the way and then go back to her daughter. Does that mean Tony knows about this plan? She could have communicated to him in some way like, look, yes, hi, I'm alive, but also you need to take care of our daughter. It's not safe right now. I feel like in the past where he would have, you know, gone and hunted her down, I feel like now that he has Tali to take care of, he would have more so understood that she had to do this alone while he took care of their daughter. I love how Ziva this is. Like, there is not one aspect of this trailer that is not Ziva related. This to me feels like what I wanted from her finale arc with Past, Present, Future. In those episodes, I feel like, unfortunately, her story felt like more of a B plot. In this promo, it seems like even the B plots are Ziva related. Like the A plot is Ziva, the B plot is Ziva, the C plot is Ziva, which is just exactly what I wanted. Also, I just love the way it was shot. This has nothing to do with the content. It feels almost cinematic. It even makes me more excited. Yes, I'm a little upset that she was living in the sewers. Do you think she comes out of the drain like the clown from It? Top 10 Ziva moments for sure. I think this promo has clarified some things, but in doing so, it has also opened the door to a million more questions. Now we know the name of the person who's after her, but we don't know who this person really is or why at all she's after her. Plot twist. Tali never died. She went rogue and changed her name. The next shot is Ziva like Googling, how do I legally change my daughter's name? That would be a choice that I'm imagining is not the choice. I love that we got to see some of the reactions to them finding out. I'm excited to see all of them in their entirety. I really am dying to see that scene of McGee and Ziva meeting again. I want to see how Bishop gets out of this, because she appears to be in some hot water, to say the least. That is also something I want to see really badly, Bishop and Ziva talking. I feel like there could be a million conversations they could have. Again, the physics of that one shot are just beyond me. I don't have a degree high enough for that. First of all, I love this promo. I love that it's so emotional and badass. If these episodes are half as interesting and exciting as this promo, my heart's in danger, my health is in danger. I don't know if I've ever been quite as excited as I am now for these episodes, and also scared. So we have 3.5 weeks left before this episode premieres, and at this point I'm not quite sure what more they can give us aside from the entire episode. Yes, I imagine we'll get sneak peeks, but usually those come out like in the days leading up to the episode. I just feel like we have so much time left between now and then that I'm almost alarmed what other promotional stuff will be given before then. I want new information, just not all of the information, you know? If you have not already, go back and watch my other video I just made, which goes more in depth with some of the other spoilers we've gotten. I guess this is like a companion piece to that video. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts and theories below. I'm dying to know, because again, there's just so much. I believe that's all I have for now. Very interested to know where we go from here.